listening to Florida Songwriters Association Podcast. Your main source for music industry news, networking, and business education.
Welcome to Florida Songwriters Association Podcast. I'm your host, Steve Lane, and my guest today is Miss Anya Tisler. Anya is a songwriter, artist, and a member of Florida Songwriters Association. Anya, tell us more about yourself.
Thanks, Steve. I am from Denver, Colorado. I've lived here my whole life. I started singing when I was about 2 years old and decided when I was about 11 that I wanted to do it professionally. Okay.
So you live in Denver, Colorado, and currently right now, where are you originally from?
I am from Denver. I'm residing in the Englewood area, but I'm in the Denver metro area. So I'm close to several different cities.
Gotcha. So how did you come to learn about Florida Songwriters Association?
Well, when quarantine started, I was making some covers and putting them up on my YouTube channel, and Joe happened to hear them, and he got in contact with me and told me that I should join this Florida Songwriters Association. He was telling me about the services that they offer and thought it would be a really great resource for me. So I checked it out and joined.
Oh, that's good. That's really good news. Okay. So how long have you wanted to be a singer, and when did you start writing your first song?
I have wanted to be a singer since I was 11, and I think that was kind of a gradual realization that I came to. I wrote my first song as a duet with a friend of mine when I was 11. Not that it was a great song, but it was my first experience writing, and ever since then, I have loved writing and being able to play music.
Oh, excellent. All right, so let's go into the first song, and what I would like you to do is just introduce the song, and we'll go right into it.
So the first song is going to be a song called Won't Be Broken, and the inspirations that I had for this song are really, I've been through a lot of different things in my short life, and I've met a lot of people who were going through a lot of struggles of their own, and when you're close to people with struggles, sometimes those affect you as well, and they can put you through things that are tough. But Won't Be Broken is really just a realization that everyone is human and everybody makes mistakes. And those mistakes don't have to define who you become. The pain that some people may cause you doesn't have to define who you are. And you can take that pain and make it into something beautiful.
Oh, that's really good. Okay, let's go into the song, and it's called We Won't Be Broken, written by Anya Tisler.
We were both cut from the same cloth. We have both made mistakes. We have both tried to get off the roads we paved. We have both wrecked our beds to sleep where all the monsters live instead. But I can't apologize. The wreckage is too heavy on my chest, and we have told our lies to hide the pain that we cannot express. But I won't be silent, and I won't be left behind, and I won't be broken, and I won't be broken. Ooh. We have both told our stories. We have both sealed our fates. We are both two sides of this war, and I'm afraid I can't apologize. The wreck hide the pain that we cannot express. But I won't be sad, and I won't be left behind, and I won't be broken, and I won't be broken.
You're listening to Florida Songwriters Association Podcast.
Your main source for music industry news, networking, and business education.
Welcome back, and that was We Won't Be Broken, written by Anya Tesler. My guest today is Miss Anya Tesler, a songwriter and artist who writes her own songs. Anya, how do you prepare for your writing process?
I would describe it as unconventional. A lot of the time when I hear people talking about how they write their music, they'll say they'll either start with like a melody or they'll start with some lyrics. I tend to write everything at the same time. So I'll sit down at my piano, or I'll just be like in the car driving, or even in the bathroom, and I'll just start singing something. And a lot of the time I don't have a specific place that I want a song to go. I'll just start singing words and they go wherever my mind is at. And whenever I do that, I'll record myself, or I will write it down immediately so I have it. Sometimes that ends up turning into a song that I've written in like 10 minutes, but just flows out of me so quickly. And other times I'll write like a chorus, or I'll write a couple words of a verse, and it'll sit there for a while unused, but there to pick up whenever I'm ready to do some more work on it. So it really just depends.
Okay, so do you have a lot of songs that you have written?
I do have a lot that I've written, and then I have several that are only partially written. And obviously I haven't recorded all of them, but I have lots and lots of material that I'm working with. And sometimes I'll go back and revise a song that I wrote like 4 years ago and change it and make it better in some way. And other times I'll write a song and then it'll just be good on its own and I won't change anything about it.
Okay, so let's listen to your other song, which is called I Will. So tell us more about this song.
So I Will is really a song about accepting growth and allowing other people to grow around you. It's about being willing to be there for someone and knowing that they're going to be there for you as well, to help you through anything and to support you in places that sometimes you don't always realize you need support. But it's being okay with who you are and the mistakes that you've made, and being okay with wanting to change those mistakes and wanting to be someone else that makes you happier.
Okay, that sounds like it's a great song. All right, let's go into the song, and it's called I Will, written by Anya Tesler.
I know you'd be happy to live somewhere where no one can change you, where nothing can tame you. I know you'd be happy to go somewhere where no one can pain you, where no one can blame you. So trickle down, my darling, like the rain on Sunday morning, when the change is overwhelming and your heart feels like it's storming. When you see the springtime magic and you don't know how to catch it, I will find you. I will. I don't know when the change is overwhelming and your heart feels like it's storming. When you see the springtime magic and you don't know how to catch it, I will find you.
You're listening to Florida Songwriters Association Podcast.
Welcome back, and that was I Will, written by Anya Tesler. It's time to thank our sponsor, Digital One Media Services, for sponsoring Florida Songwriters Association Podcast, episode 15. You can contact Digital One Media Services at info@d1ms.org. My guest today is Miss Anya Tesler. Anya, tell us, who are some of your musical influences?
I have a lot of different inspirations. It somewhat depends on my mood. I love listening to artists like Pink, like Ed Sheeran. Sometimes I enjoy heavy metal artists like 3 Days Grace. I have been into Evanescence for a while. And then I also like some pop. I've enjoyed Taylor Swift sometimes. I've enjoyed, oh man, so many different ones. I enjoy opera, a lot of classical influences. I really just pull from a lot of different places.
Okay, so you have a very diverse of genres that you really like.
Yes.
Okay, that's good. All right, so Anya, tell us, when can we expect to hear more music from you?
We are looking to release the first song, I believe, in early March. And then from there, I think we will space them out. So in the next few months, hopefully we'll get them all released.
Okay, so you're going to drop a single and then you're going to drop another single after that. So where can we hear your music, and do you have a YouTube channel?
Yes, I have a YouTube channel. It is called Songs by Anya. I also have a lot of other social media platforms that are labeled the same name. I'm going to be releasing my music on YouTube, and it will be available to stream on Spotify and I believe on iTunes and maybe a few others. It's not released yet, of course, but as soon as it is, it will be available on those platforms.
Okay, I think your fans will love to know where they can buy it once it's released, and they're going to love the song. All right, so let's take another break, our final break here, and play our third song, which is called Delusional by Matt Mackey.
Once upon a time, there was the big bang. I can see it running down your face. A fever's coursing through your veins. He must be everything you're fire. Let's watch him rip out your desire. Time I won't get back. What a cheap lesson to learn. Now it's fun to watch you burn. Tiptoe around my heart, and now your stilettos are in my eye. What you do to me? What I see is not who you are. You can't run from what lies within your soul. Constricting, and your mind's delusional. Delusional. introduced you to a world you never knew. I gave you all that you desired until it lit your heart on fire. Wasted time I won't get back. What a cheap lesson to learn. Now it's time to watch you burn. Tiptoe around my heart, and now your stilettos are in my eye. What you do to me? What I see is not who you are. You can't run from what lies within your soul. It's so conflicting, now constricting, and your mind's delusional.
Yo, what's poppin'? It's your girl Cardi B.
This is Drizzy Drake, your number one Songwriters Association podcast.
Welcome back, and I'm your host, Steve Lane, and that was Delusional by Matt Mackey. My guest today is Miss Anya Tistler. Anya, tell our listeners again how they can contact you.
You can contact me through email at songsbyanya@gmail.com. You can also go to my YouTube channel, and if you want to send me a message there, I will respond to it. Any of my other social media platforms. If you have like a professional question, you can contact my manager, Joe Patella, and his email is jpatella@flsw.org.
Anya, it was a pleasure having you on the podcast, and we look forward to hearing more of your music. And you guys go out and buy her new single that's getting ready to drop very soon. We're all excited about her new single and working with her. Thank you so much for being on the podcast, Anya.
Thank you, Steve. It's great to be here.
Thank you, Anya. And if you are a songwriter artist who would like your songs to be played on Florida Songwriters Association podcast, please send your songs to indiesongs@flsw.org. I want to thank you for listening to Florida Songwriters Association podcast. And a songwriting tip before we depart: pick up the nearest book, turn to a random page, read the first paragraph, and write a song about what you just found there. Thank you so much.